Today's day 354 of Blender, and I love data and I love Blender, so I thought that I would watch this tutorial on how to join both of them. And technically, it's not really data, but technically, it kind of is, but it's also not. It's more like a height map, and I'm just making the map, the image, a 3D thing. Anyway, um, the hardest part was finding a height map, and I did some research, and I ended up with this, which I just right-clicked and saved as a height map. And that's where we are right now. So first thing that he says to do in Blender, let's see, is general. I'm going to delete everything. Go to geometry nodes and I'm going to click on Shift A, mesh out of plane, and then I'm going to click, as I'm clicking on the plane, I'm clicking new to add a new geometry node to that plane, which I like to think of geometry nodes as custom modifiers. Okay, so first thing is Shift A, distribute points on faces so that this just becomes a bunch of points that makes up the plane, which kind of is very similar to real life, how a bunch of cells make up a human body, kind of the same thing. A bunch of little particles make up a plane. We're gonna set this to 1000 because he sets it to like 1400, but whatever. Let's see what else he does. Okay.
And the black parts will be the low points. So we
All right, so he does an image texture. So Shift A, image texture, he puts that in there. And apparently, let's open it, he puts in the height map. So for me, that would be this one. And I believe he connects it to the geometry.
bring this in here, select our map. And what we want to do is input the UV map of our plane into here. So to do that, we use this method. We click this little button and we click face corner UV map.
Interesting. So, but he's doing it, but I know that there's a node now it's literally UV unwrap. Is it UV unwrap or UV? I think we could just do this, can't we? If I take the where would I put this here? So this is a selection, and then I can get the UV unwrap, and this is the UV map. Whoops, let me try it this way first and see if that's what he's referring to. Because this didn't exist back a year ago, so.
Eventually, probably in Blender
It
3.1, there
opens
will
the
be
vector.
a UV input, kind of like how we have the position input. But for now, this is what we have to do. It's kind of a workaround, but that's the best we got. So next, what we are going to do is use a set position node and a vector math multiply node right there. Put that into there.
Okay, so set position node and then vector math because we're working with vectors, multiply node. Okay, so I believe this goes in here and this vector goes into the offset and then this UV might go to the vector. Maybe, we'll see. Huh.
And that into there. And as we could see, if we move the multiply,
Okay, let me see if it works. No, it doesn't work. So I guess this thing does not work. Or actually, what if it's moving a little bit, not that much though. Margin. Nope, this doesn't work. How about, I know there's another UV thing. UV, nope, that's it. Okay, so this doesn't work, so let's do what he said. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but select this UV on UV map, and then that color goes in here. There we go, now it works. So, but it's doing the opposite. Why? Like, why? That is so weird. Oh, I know why. Hold up. If I go into, let me go into the UV editor. Do I not have my image open? Hmm, not sure. Oh, 0, 0. There we go. Now this makes sense. Okay. So this is kind of the idea. Um, so the higher the points are, right, the more wider they are, and then black points are just like low. Okay, so then I believe at this point I can do, well, let me see what he does.
Apply, we could see that these points are being raised. I'm going to scale this a little bit in the X direction to make it more proportional to the image so it's not squashed. And yeah, as we can see, this is moving up as intended. But what if we want to delete all the points that are on the edge here that, as we could see in the image, are just plain old black. They don't contribute anything to the scene and they'll
Right.
just lag our computers if
Oh. So what he's going to do now is he's going to, the math behind it is that the black points are like 0 and then the white points are 1. So those are the high points. So basically we want everything else to just be removed. So I guess we would want anything less than 0? No, anything less than 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. Because 0 would be the ground. Exactly. Anything. Yes, right. Yes, because the. Oh, yes. Okay, I understand. So basically, the black is like 0, 0. So even like the things that we see over here, these are actually, they have some value because they're just not pure black. So anything less than like 0.1 would actually be just considered gone. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to make a condition saying like any values less than 0.1 is going to be gone. Okay, let's see how he actually does that. Why is my thing freezing? Okay.
we render all these later on. Well, to do that, we use a delete geometry node right here.
Interesting.
So if we use a math and use a less than or greater than node, in this case I believe it's less than, and we hook that into there, we could see that we are kind of culling the dark.
Okay. So delete geometry, that would be distribute faces. And then a math be less than, whoops, nope, less than. And then that would go here. Let's see. That would actually go in the color ramp, not there. Let's move that. It would go here, right? So it would only multiply those that are less, well, no, that's wrong. Yeah, it needs to go, instead of going here, it needs to go here to this selection. And I think now it could do the fall. Nope, okay. How would I get it to? Oh, because now it's only setting the position, multiplying the position of the geometries that get out of here. But then this would mean 0.1. Is that what it is? Or is it 0.01? And then, let me see what he actually did. The color also goes into here. There we go. Much better because you need the image texture. My question is like the UV map. The UV map just tells it where things are. So you're taking that. So that's what we're multiplying. We're not multiplying the deleted geometry. I don't know. I should study this. But this is nice. This is very nice. Very, very nice. Um, but yeah, it's a little crazy. Okay, so it is 0.01.
Pixels in the image. So we only keep the ones that have a significant value to them. In this case, 0.1 is a good enough threshold, but You'll have to see with your image, some are better, some are worse. Sometimes you have to paint in the black like I had to do here, the main focus, and I didn't want corn later when we go for scaling and stuff like that. The top of it here. So to do that, let's make a
Okay, so he makes a new cube in the viewport, and then what?
new cube for a pin. What we want to do is move this down so that the top of it is hitting the origin right here.
Okay. Whoa, nope, I meant cheesy. Bring it down. Kind of like that. French, cheesy. There we go. Okay.
That'll become important later when we go for scaling and stuff like that. So let's scale the x and y down to something like 0.1.
Okay, so S, X, Y, 0.1. S, X, 0.1. Okay. G, Y, whatever.
There we go. And then let's use an instance on points node. Input instance on, no.
Okay.
Point instance on points.
Alright, so we would actually go back into here. Shift A, instance on points, and then put that here, and then the instance is going to be this object's information geometry. So, oops, back to the plane, and I'll just grab the cube and put it in here. And then no, bro, what? The geometry, no, oh my god. Oh, every time I move it, okay, that geometry is going to be the instance, so it should be made up out of that. But shouldn't it be after or before? So the scale should also be applied. That doesn't work. Location? No. Pick instance? Maybe I put it in the wrong place. Let's see. Yeah, it was after set position, after the position set. My bad. Let's get rid of this. Nope. I mean, let me just move these things away and just put this here. This geometry into here. Get rid of this. This goes into here. This goes here. This goes in here. This goes here. Let's see.
So don't worry about if you get confused. So let's put that in there, put that into the instance set, and as we can see, the pin is a bit too big still. So we can
Well, mine isn't showing up. Why? So the geometry is the stuff that sets the position. This is the. No, we have to do this. So why isn't it working? So instance on points. It's still points, setting the position of the points, and then we're doing instance on points and putting this instance here. So why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Vector, offset.
either scale this down manually, or we could just scale down in here. There we go. That seems fairly good. And now, what we can do next is, what if we want this to not have the negative input or impression on the bottom? What if we want the pin is a bit too big still, so we can either scale this down manually, used. So let's put that in there, put that into the instance set,
And this geometry is connected to points, this is connected to offset, it's connected to the other stuff. So what am I doing wrong?
instance on points node, input instance on, no. Point instance on points. Instance on points node. There we go. Even I get confused with where things are, so don't worry about if you get confused. So let's put that in there.
What am I missing? What am I missing? let's just read it. So I'm taking the original plane, I'm just making it out of points. I'm deleting the points that are less than 0.1, meaning that they're just pure black. And then I'm setting the position of the what's left, and then I am that position is based on the UV map of the image, which is telling it where the points, I guess, should be, or I guess the color of it. Oh, yes, the color of it. And so it's translating that, I guess, to the position. Yes, because it's the color. Okay. And then it's taking those points and it's converting them into instances, or aka another object, to that being the cylinder or the cube. I'm sorry, the cube. And then it's outputting that into the viewport, but I don't see it. Am I going crazy? But because I don't see it, so oh great. What did I do wrong? Like literally, what could I have done wrong? Hmm. As instance? Oh, that still looks absolutely wrong. That's weird. Pick instance? No. I don't want the light. Cube? Oh, this is so confusing. Camera? Plane. Plane is the instance? I don't want it to be the instance. Geometry cannot be retrieved from the modifier object. Let me delete this. So once more, if I go to the plane, cube, do geometry. But that's so weird. Oh, okay. Well, that's really weird. Didn't work. I mean, it worked, but it also didn't. I don't know what happened right now, but I fixed it, so we're gonna go with it. So I'm selecting this, and I'm gonna go into face select this face, and then do G. Uh, uh. What is happening? Maybe I should do the first one. And do GC to bring it down. What? I'm confused. Genuinely. First of all, let me just make this a little bit cuter, to be honest. Needs to be. Nope, not extrusion. I. Nope, not scale. Just like that. I think he did that tutorial. But I'm confused. Like, really, I am. Like, cause like I'm confused. Oops, yeah, sure, let me save it. Hmm, doesn't even work that way. Why? Oh, relative. Now you want to work. Oh, so now you want to work. But then it's not really. It's doing all the points. This is confusing. Truly, it really is. If I do more, if I do like 100, I get less. Do 1000, I get what I get. That's weird. Because it's not relative, it's the original, and it's the cube. That's what it is. Why is it all on the floor? Oh,
Put that into the instance to that, and as we can see, the pin is a bit too big still. So we can either scale this down manually, or we could just scale down in here. There we go, that seems fairly good. And now, what we can do next is, what if we want this to not have the negative input or impression on the bottom? What if we want all of these to scale to 0 right here? Well, to do that, we could use this multiply node, put it in here, and we need to add a little bit in here so that it doesn't just scale to point to 0 on the z-axis. As we can see here, if we set this to something like 0.5, that we got the
Girl is confused, but okay. See, this doesn't make sense. Okay, Shift A. Was it vector math or just, I'm assuming it's vector math. Or maybe it's not vector math. I don't know anymore. I really don't. And so now you want to appear. See, but it didn't appear with just that. There we go. Now we're talking. It looks like one of those the paper AI images. Finally, honestly, I want to end it here. Huh.
x and y at 0.5, and the z, it's mirroring. That's because this rod right here goes to 2 meters down. We want this at 1 meter down. So let's bring this up. And as we could see, all
So, you know what? I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna do Shift A mesh cube S 0.1. What? I mean S Y 0.1. SX 0.1. GY, and then go back here. The object information, no, we're going to do cube 0.1. So now it just looks like cubes. But if I multiply, interesting. Okay, I believe I could just take base here, just scale it. Then it looks like triangles. It sucks. Hmm. I don't know what to do. Uh, it's supposed to be at the bottom. Can't even see it. It's supposed to be at the bottom. And I guess the thing is, if I do front, it should be GZ over here. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Okay, this would be 1 meter. Um, and yeah, that's what he was talking about. So if I go to front view, that's what it's looking like. But at the same time, if I select this face at the top, I mean, I just need it to be way thinner than it is now. So SX 0.01, SY 0.01. Can't even see it. It's crazy. Maybe that's too much. 0.113. Is it 0.113 or 0.13? I forgot. Well, now it's looking better. Well, we're gonna do relative to what it is now, though I can barely see it. But I'm assuming if I pull up that density, you'll see it more. But now it's too small. Just going. You can barely see them. So I would actually just make it bigger at this point. So S, X, Y. Um, I'm so confused. That just make it worse. Oh no, it's Y3. I barely see the thing. Let me do Shift A mesh out of plane at the bottom. Actually, I could just do. No, it's fine, and then just scale it up a bit. And what if I do SX5? SXY5. Is it better now? Yes. Okay. Edit mode. Scale. No. Why doesn't it scale? Hmm. What? Okay, what if we extrude a bit and then scale? Nope, that does absolutely nothing. I mean, this is the best that I could do right now, to be honest. If I do 5,000, be more detail. But I don't want it to be so. It looks like a small city. Honestly, this is cute. I believe it's supposed to be like this. This is how it's supposed to be. The map. Um, Whoops. Face project, GZ. I could just make it black, right? Um, Looks like a small, cute city. And then let me just, it's fine. I'm gonna do this again tomorrow. I'm kind of okay with what I have right now. I'm not gonna focus too much on it. I want to get into the coloring now.
Let's see, what's next? Ah, shading. So for shading, let's click this and go into the shader editor and click new. And what we're going to use for the shading on this is the position input. So we go into input and use the object info position. As we could see,
What? Oh, okay. But object info for what? Okay, fine, I guess. Shading, editor, shift A, object, info. But which object? Girl is confused. No, 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 no. Oh my god, no. I meant for these. So new, object info, position for the color. I don't think no color changing. Oh, of course. Okay, surface. Still nothing though. But which object?
and click new. And what we're going to use for the shading on this is the position input. So we go into input and use the object info position. As we could see, we get the position of the instances without a.
Hmm. Okay, so shift A, input, object info, surface, volume, displacement. I see no difference.
a gradient or anything like that. It's just one color per instance at its location. What we want to do is separate these. So if we go to converter and click separate X, Y, Z, we can see that we get the X, Y, and Z axes. What we want is the Z axis because the tops of these are 1 and the bottom of
Oh,
these are
I know why this isn't working. Shift A, set material, put that in there, and then get that. Which one is it? Material 0.02? There we go. Period. Look at me applying the skills that I learned. Okay. So this is working now. Okay, beautiful. And I believe we need the Z. Okay. Or maybe we don't need, actually, yeah. I don't even know anymore. And then he does Shift A and gets a color ramp.
0. And if we use a color ramp here, I'll use the colors that I used in the rendered view.
Okay,
We could set
so
the bottom
for me, let me just pick up colors. Honestly, I could just do red and no. Let's see what colors would be cute. Honestly, maybe red, yeah. I'll do red. So for one is the whitest part, so I'll change this to red. Ooh, that's hot to be honest. Like that's hot to be honest. Like yeah, maybe I should just leave it like that. Ew, that's ugly. It'd just be nice if it's just black. That's beautiful. Honestly, I'm gonna leave it like that. Like that's like so hot. That's amazing. It's beautiful. Okay. I just want to make this a little. What if I just do? Whoa. Yeah, just make it a little bit thicker. I think I'll leave it like that. Then let me see what else.
boom, this looks pretty good. Okay, what right there? If we hook that into the base color of the principled BSDF and click that right there, we could see that.
Okay. So this should go here. That kind of looks ugly, but okay. Let me do Shift A, light, point. Where would it be? So one over here. Where is it? So would be one. I kind of want it to be where the reds are. And could we do 500 or is that too much? Maybe too much. So we could do 200, something like that. Okay, so I want it to be front. It's just kind of what it is. I love how it recognizes. Should I do it this way? Should I do this way? Should I do that way? So in this case, it would be best if I do SX scale, something like this maybe. SY would be good too. Just all over, it doesn't even matter anymore. So I'd actually think of doing something like that, right? And then I can do object, align, no, yes, yes, no, layout, view, align. Oh no 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 no. Let's go back. Okay, view. Where is my stuff? View, view, align active camera to view. So we'd have to cut view. Film camera. Still go back. I'll actually hide this. Whoops, no. Right. View, align active camera to view. So maybe that's good. That's beautiful. Like I'm literally in love right now. Okay. Other than that, let's see if I could do, if I put a little bit more roughness here, should become kind of like less shiny. Or do I like the roughness? I don't like it. I like it like that, matte. Metallic would make it horrible. Um, yep, pretty much. Makes it lighter. But no, thank you. Okay, so what else does he have for me? Control S. I know there's like viewport stuff.
So what if we want this amount of detail only in the render? Well, to do that, we use the isViewport node. IsViewport right there. So what this does is give us a value of 0 or 1. If we are looking at this in the viewport, it'll give us a value of 1, and if we are rendering, it'll give us a value of 0. So using this in a map range node, there we go, we could say that, hey, if we're in the viewport, have this be at 100 density, or 190, because
Okay. So viewport, and he has a map range, which I don't really understand, but okay. I need to study that as well. I always say that, but I don't. Okay, 190 and then 1. Um,
that's why input. But if we're rendering, use the 3000 input. Now I'll show you this by switching to Eevee so that the render is a ton faster.
okay, so 3000. But then what do I have here? I have, where was the original value? Huh, where did it go? Bro, what? Where is the original value? Oh, no, that's not it. Did I not have a number somewhere? Oh, here, density. I have it at 5,000 right now. Are you kidding me? So if I do 1,000, it'll just literally disappear. 5,000. But if I do, okay, let's control S. Right, so just in case, well, I had it at 5,000, so control S. But what if I do a million? It's gonna crash, isn't it? Yep. Okay, let's just watch while it crashes. It's frozen now. Maybe that wasn't the best thing I could have done, but. And yeah. Okay, maybe I should have closed it. This was a mistake. Let me just open it up before closing it to make sure. What am I doing again? Where did I save this? I don't know. 126? What? 26. Where's 126? That's not it. That's November. Oh, over here. The 0112, 0122, 0120, 0119, 0118, 0126. Oh, oh, so it worked. Oh my god, it worked. But like, I don't want that, so let's just go back to 5,000. I think I just messed up even more. Okay, you know what? Let's just close everything. Oh my god. End task. Okay. And then open up that. All right, back to normal. So, oh my god, I was so scared that the color changed. Okay. Um, there is a little bit of height that I don't like. So, either fix that. No, we don't fix it by doing that. Fix it. First of all, it needs to be more on the ground. Shouldn't be able to see it though. Where is the cube? Let me unhide that. This just needs to be, but it's going from the bottom. I don't want that. Edit mode from the bottom. Can't it just be like brought up, right? Something like that. Then it goes all the way up. It's crazy. It's like floating. It needed to be small. So it's not that crazy. Okay, let's hide that again. Cheesy to bring it down again. Actually, snap to face cheesy. Make sure that this just goes slightly a little bit more upward so we don't see anything. Okay, so that's 0. That's what it looks like. Okay. Um, where does this result go? The map range result goes into the distribution of points on density. So points on faces on density. So for me, but now I don't see anything. Are you kidding me? Oh, minimum 3,000. There we go. This is, I think it's 1, but I think for me it's supposed to be 5,000. Or not. Okay, what is it? Oh, okay. See, that still doesn't make sense. So then for this one, I would actually say 10,000. Is it flipped? I am so confused. Okay, then I guess we could do 30,000 here. Then for this one, it would just be 5,000. Okay, I think that's how we're gonna do it. Let me save this. Let me go to layout, render properties, cycles. Set it to my GPU. Yep, that's pretty much it. Now I just wait, and I'm not gonna make the mistake of doing 4090. Let's do like 10. No, let's literally just do 1, because I can't render animation. Are you kidding me? Okay, render image. Okay, see? Beautiful. See, if I were to render for 5,000, 4,000, I would have messed up. I would have regretted it so bad because there's literally a cube right there. Like, are you kidding me? Let me just make sure. Let me look at it again. Yeah, it looks nice. I would just get rid a little bit. Get rid of this light a little bit. It's too lighty. Oh, I know. I get rid of the roughness a bit. There we go. And where's that annoying cube? Oh, it's because you have to hide it from render preview. Love that. Okay. Let's do this again. Let's render image. Beautiful. Why are there random cubes there? There's like two random cubes. We're gonna have to fix those. So geometry nodes, I would select these. And I guess, that's why. We could do maybe 0.001 or 0.02. No, it's still there. Um, we'll leave it to 0.00, 0.01. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the max samples. I'm gonna say like maybe just 20, and I'll render image. See how that goes. Actually, no, yeah, that's fine. Actually, no, that's fine. I just wanted to get rid of them. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god, is it done? It's not done. This was horrible. Oh yeah, frame one. Okay, I was like, there's no way it's done. Frame one, but you have to keep going. What's going on right now? Cycles, 20, max samples, minimum samples. I'm confused. Why is it not rendering? Render animation. There we go.